Hello and welcome to Jesus for Asia Now. I'm Natalie Wood and my husband John is here with me today, and we have special guests Ramon and Shandy Tengkano. Welcome to the show.
You.
Welcome
Thanks
to
for
the
having us.
studio.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to America.
Yeah.
So we want to ask you to share your first trip to Papua when you went way out in the jungle. And I know, Sandy, you had some expectations and Ramon kind of set up this trip without you knowing. So kind of share that story with us again.
So the Papua is a first mission trip for me.
Yeah.
I grew up in the city, and then, of course, city, you can see the poor kind of things inside the city
Right.
too.
Sure.
But city is the city. Even a poor, everybody can help each other. There's a poor and there's a rich. And then I don't know why my husband have the idea. I still curious until now why he has the idea to bring me to that kind of a mission trip.
Uh-huh.
Because from the first time he just tell me that let's go to the honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
And I was
Okay.
like, okay, honeymoon. It's great because
Yeah,
my
honeymoon
husband,
has a kind of a level of expectation there.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then we never go to honeymoon.
Oh, really?
Because he's a
Oh,
business
yeah.
background, right? He's a businessman.
Always busy.
So money, time is money for him. So
Right.
for him, honeymoon is just waste my time. It just wastes my money. So I don't want to go to honeymoon.
Did you have a wedding?
Yeah, we have a wedding, but
Oh,
kind of
funny enough, you
expensive.
asked. We didn't have a wedding. We
Really?
had a we
No,
had
I
we
mean-
had marriage ceremonial, but it was not really a wedding reception. It was just like
yeah.
right. It was
Yeah.
a simple wedding. We went to church and that's it.
And then go back to work.
Yeah.
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 So-
Well, that's a whole another story. But we started our marriage like that.
So Ramon he is like that.
So,
when
really
he gives
focused
me
on
the
mon-
idea to go to honeymoon, I was like, wow, okay, let's go. That's good. And then, I'm so excited. And then I tell my assistant, my people to pack, everything for the honeymoon kind of things. And then the words that he always strike me, he always say like this: if we go to Papua, all you need is just trust me, okay? No matter happen, trust me. You promise? You need to trust me. I was like, yeah, of course. I trust you. No, if we go there, you need to trust me. Okay. So,
You will have fun.
you will have fun. So I go there. I'm so excited. I'm already in the airport
Arrival,
waiting for the car from the,
The limo
from
company.
from the hotel. Somebody came to him with the big smile and then said like, how are you? How's your flight and everything? And I just look at him from bottom to the top. I was like, who this guy? Why my husband know people in Papua? And he said like, yeah, the car is ready, so all of us can go to the car. And I was like, telling you give the code for my husband, like, car? What do you mean car? And then
Car should come here.
yeah, car should come here.
Yes.
And then Ramon said like, no, we need to go to his car. I was like, you what? His car? And I was like, his car? Are you kidding? Inside my heart saying like, look at him from the bottom to the top. He's really very simple person, simple dress and everything, and
Poor.
how
He can be from the hotel.
yeah, he can be from the hotel, and how that person's want to let us to go to his car. I know exactly what kind of car, right? And then Ramon's like, just see, you remember the words? Trust me, right? I was like, okay. And then I bring my luggage and everything. I was like, Ramon, this is so heavy. And Papua is hot. It's really hot, right? Because Indonesia is tropical island.
Yeah.
So it's hot. I was like, Ramon, are you kidding? And then there's no paving,
Yeah, roads are
road.
nice.
And I bring my suitcase, doing, I was like, Ramon, this is not fun. And Ramon just trust me, right? And then
Did you know what you were doing at that point?
Well, I had expectations, but
Had you been there before?
never.
Never. And then we go to the car, and he come like, hey, okay, he's open my door. And yeah, the car is very pot car. I was like, what kind of car is this, Ramon? And then I remember is always stick on my mind is what, the welcome is the fan from
fan.
the car.
car
So
has
the
a
car
fan.
doesn't have the AC.
Right.
It's just only the fan. And then the fan I I was like, what kind of car is that? I was like, are you really? And then Ramon just only like, trust me. I was like, okay. And then I just sit there, and then I don't know that the person is the pastor.
Okay.
And then that guy telling me like, hi, yeah, no, I'm going to bring you to my house. And I was like, Ramon, did you see his car is the pot car? And do you know what kind of, you
can imagine
probably
the house.
know. You can imagine what house that he want us to go. And Ramon said, just trust me. And then, my emotion is become like boom, 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 boom. But, I just can't, okay, I need to trust my husband. I need to trust this is the honeymoon, right? And then we already inside the house. And then the house is also like very simple. There's no shower. It's just only,
bucket shower.
Bucket
yeah.
shower.
Oh my.
There's no
No
hot
toilet.
water.
my.
It's just like a squat toilet.
Squat toilet, yeah.
And I was like, wow, how I'm gonna deal with this?
Yeah.
And then he said like, I will show you your room. Oh, my room, okay. And then he give me, and then when he opened the room, and that is the
Sure
big
enough.
fan. Sure enough, it's the fan. Like, I was like, oh, this fan is everywhere. And then I tell my husband, okay, like this. Why don't you talk to that person? Tell that we're gonna put the AC all over the house.
Buy
We're
it
gonna
for them.
pay that.
Yeah, it was really
We're gonna
hot.
pay that, okay? Just buy the AC so I can sleep. I tell Ramon, can you just do that things? Okay, I promise I will handle my emotion. Just put the AC in this house. Okay, that's
Within
it.
the next 20 minutes.
Yeah. I want AC now.
I want AC now.
They
And
probably
then,
don't sell ACs there.
no. You talk to that person, right? And Ramon's like, yeah, can we just buy AC and put in your house? And the person said like, we love to having an AC, but our electricity is just cannot
Yeah, I can handle it.
handle even one AC. In Papua, is everybody bring the
Machetes,
weapon, and it just like make me so
Bow and arrow.
scared. And I was like, I want to get mad, but look at them. They bring. I was like, I'm totally in the situation that
You can't get out of.
can get out of. I was like, oh,
I'm trapped.
I'm trapped. And then in the night, he can sleep very well. I cannot sleep. I taking a sleeping pill, but it just cannot work because my brain is everywhere, right? I was like, Lord. And then I look at him. I was like, I really hate this guy. Look at him. He can
He
sleep.
says, trust me.
He said, trust me. And then every time I open the window, there's people with machetes and everything. Like I was like, oh, where
Yeah,
should I
the
go? I was
Can't
like,
leave.
please. And
Where's
then I
the
just
hotel?
like, I know where's the hotel. And then he'd wake up and then I was like, Ramon, please, okay, you want to torture me or something? And he said like, you remember the words? You need to trust me. Yeah, but not like this. Not like this. I cannot sleep. Look at this. There's no AC. It's just only fan. Did you see the bathroom? There's nothing there. And he just like, just trust. Just trust a little bit more. And then tomorrow morning, the pastor said like, let's go shopping. I was like so excited. I thought the shopping mall, like decent mall, like in Jakarta, right? In the capital. And I was like so excited. Okay, at least I can,
You can
Do
handle
something
shopping.
fun.
yeah.
You know what to do there.
Let's go. I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. Let's go.
Back in your element.
And then he bring me, and then we go, and then with the pat car, and he bring me to the places that, wow. I was like, where's the mall? Yeah, this is the place, the thrift store. I was like, are you kidding?
Well, it's not. It's like a wet market where
It's
they
a
just
wet
sell
market, like
Open market.
flea market, open market. That's just
like you
traditional.
just they
Right.
just sit on the floor. There's like bunch of
yeah, things.
Whatever their wares
whatever
are,
Yeah.
their foods.
and you just choose whatever you want to use. I
Live
was like,
fish.
I was like, huh? And then he just give me like, okay, you need to use your boot. This is the rubber boots, and then you need to use the. I just like, no.
They gave you rubber boots to go
Yeah.
shopping?
Yeah, the rubber boot. I was just like,
No,
no.
that's what they were shopping for.
Yeah, they
Oh,
we
the
went
rubber
to
boots.
get boots.
The boots.
And we needed boots to get boots.
Right, we need
It was just
like,
dirty. It's a wet market.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I just okay. And then the pastor said, like, okay, we thank God we have a flight for tomorrow because we're gonna go to the deep jungle of the interior jungle. I was like, what else?
Yeah.
What? I was
What
like,
next?
Ramon, what else? Ramon's like, trust me. what? And then the pastor said, you cannot bring your luggage because your luggage like this. All you need
That's
just
a limited space and weight.
but what?
A
It's a small
backpack.
A
airplane.
backpack.
A day pack
Yeah.
thing.
Day pack, yeah.
Right.
Wow, I was like, how I'm gonna bring my my face care? How I'm gonna bring my body lotion? I'm gonna bring no. And then yeah, I'm sorry, you cannot bring that. I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I choose something that I can bring, and then we just fly, and then it's just from that place to that place. Like how many hours?
I forgot. About 2 hours, I think.
2 hours.
So was that same day?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Same
So you didn't have to
No,
sleep
no,
there
tomorrow.
again. Oh, so you had to
Oh,
sleep
the
there
next
again.
day.
The
Yeah,
next
I think
day.
we stayed in that house for a few days, just to wait for the weather. That's
The flight
flyable,
schedule.
because it's with a small airplane going up to the mountain.
Yeah, that's
And
very
then when we
dangerous.
land that, that is like my eyes get exposed with the different world.
Yeah,
Wow. I don't know. It's just like strike me to see people come up from the bush, and then here I am, city people, looking at that. I don't know. Maybe people like saying like that's a normal. For me, it's not normal. Are you kidding? People go outside from the bush.
Yeah, they live in
and
the trees.
They live in the trees. Like what? How these people lie? How they enjoy life? I was like, wow, what is this? And then, but my flesh is still,
Yeah.
And then I was like, Ramon, there's some military post over there,
Okay.
police. So I go to them. I was like, hey, can you help me? I can pay. Money is not a problem for me. But as long as somebody can bring me out from this place and then, to the near city, and then so I can have a flight to go back to Jakarta.
You were
And
ready
what?
to-
And
you
the
were ready
police
to
said
leave.
like this, oh yeah, ma'am, we can help you. Oh, all right. Okay, I can pay you. Anything you want, I can pay you. And he said like, yeah, but we need to walk. No problem. How long? Yeah, maybe 1 month. Huh? 1 month? I was
he
like,
said
he
it
said-
takes a month for us
takes a
to go from the mountain to the city where you came from. I'm like, seriously?
and then there's,
month, huh?
if you're lucky, you can go there. But if not, maybe we the cannibal.
Cannibals,
That's
yeah.
what they said,
Somebody
yeah.
would eat you.
Yeah. I was like, wow,
Were they-
cannibal.
Was this a conspiracy?
I'm so scared. Like,
What kind of honeymoon is this? Ramon. Trust
that
me.
point, the pride people like me, I feel that I lost everything,
Wow.
even my pride, my money, like
You
doesn't
stranded
help you, really.
you're just
nowhere,
useless. You just useless. Your money cannot do anything there. Your pride, your power cannot do anything there. I was like, wow. I feel that I'm in a different world. Like
Yeah.
I feel nothing.
Isolated, yeah.
Isolated, nothing. And then somebody bring my bag, everybody, but and then the rubber boots because the mud is like
Yeah,
so
it was,
so high, and then
So I just have to say that I had that same experience because I went from California. I was born and raised in California and went to New Guinea when I was 2 months old.
Oh, wow, yeah,
I went to New Guinea.
It's
2 months old.
it's a different world there.
You didn't have that
I was
same
a lot more
experience.
flexible than you. I don't know.
He was a lot more flexible. By the time he could realize what was going on, it was normal.
And I remember, people bring my bag because maybe they know that I just cannot carry my bag. And then we just walking, walking, and it takes like how many, like 6 or 7 hours go
Yeah,
to
but like that.
But like that. And then raining, raining in the deep jungle is a different raining.
Yeah.
It's like a monsoon, like
rainforest, yeah.
wow, different. And I was like, from that point, I don't know why I can pray like, Lord, please help me, because I don't know. I don't have my power anymore. I don't have my money. I don't have my pride. There's nothing there.
So you
And
know
then-
who God was.
Yeah.
You were converted.
I was.
It's starting to get to know him.
Yeah, I
It's starting to make
I
communications.
started, make a communication with him, like, and I started singing a gospel song.
So you had prayed before that, though. I mean, you prayed in
Yes,
church.
yes, it was.
Yeah, but
I think it was an
When you
experience
really
that,
need God,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
when
think
you come to the end of yourself.
that's right. When you know you got nothing else to depend on, you're for her, for people that are there. Of course, it's nothing new.
Right.
I was more relaxed, I think, but she knew like I can't get out of this place, even if I wanted to.
Right.
Any power that I can exert, I'm still stuck.
Right.
I think she
Yeah,
kind of
I
taught
get the
her
feeling.
how to rely on something, the
Other
higher
than-
power, I guess.
Other than herself.
Yeah, I'm starting, sing a gospel song, praying like, okay, just only you can help me. I don't know what to do. And then I'm walking, and then I was like so amazed that I can walk 6 or 7 hours, and then without complaining, without screaming, I just knew it like, wow, I can be a different person.
Wow.
Look at me. I was like, wow, hi. I'm very calm, just enjoy everything, even though it's raining, even the mud is thick. And then we even like climb because, in the jungle you climb. And I was like, wow.
So you thought you were going to die.
Yeah,
And
of course.
the fact that you survived
Yeah.
and you were doing okay was shocking.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. And then I knew right away that is not my power.
Oh.
I know it's just only him. If you stay in the situation that you still can hang on to
Yep.
your power,
You got a backup.
you think that
You got everything
that
under
is
control.
coincidence,
You might run out of
right?
cash, but you got your credit card.
Exactly. And
Or
then
your
you
gold
think,
bar.
you think that is coincidence. I
Yeah.
can do everything,
Sure.
But when you at the place that you don't have anything anymore,
Right.
you knew it.
Phones don't even work. There's no
Yeah, you
electricity.
knew it. It's just only him.
Wow.
Just only him. And I was like, wow. And then I just like sit down, watching the people, the activity, and everything. And then I remember there's some hill, and then I just go, like I just tell my husband, I just want to have my own time, my me time. Can I go by myself to that hill? I remember I walking, to that hill, and then that hill is just like in the middle of the village, right? So you can through that hill you can see the
Everybody.
villages, everybody, and then just God give me the understanding, like some slide maybe, like how I'm enjoying His money for my own self. I'm enjoying His property and His capability that just only for my own self, my pride,
So all your blessings,
body.
your talents,
Yeah,
everything, you're using it for yourself. So you said that he gave you a slide. You mean like a picture?
A picture?
Yeah, like you just like, wow. You just like see the
Realization.
picture,
Your own self, yeah.
my own self, and I'm crying when I see that. I was like, wow, how selfish I am. Look at me. He give me opportunity to have this kind of money, this kind of
Talent.
but I just
Influence.
waste just only for myself.
Right.
And at the same time, when I see that slide, and then I can see the village. I can see the people. Like, wow, look at these people. I need to share my capability to them. And then I just crying, and I was like, Lord, I know people like me, it's really hard. When I go back to Jakarta, when I go back to my life, it's really hard for me to, to remember that I want to following you.
Oh yeah.
Right? And
Easy
then I
to
want to
forget
follow you. It's
those
easy.
moments, yeah.
Right? It's easy to forget. But I just tell Lord, just remember, even it's really hard for me to change, maybe someday. But remember, in this moment, I'm really, really willing to seek you.
Wow.
But I just don't know which way. I just don't know which door. And I know if I go back to Jakarta, I know it's not going to be easy. In here it's easy because,
That's all you have.
Yeah.
He's all you have.
yeah, right? In there, I know it's not going to be easy. But Lord, I just want you to remember me. I'm willing to following you, but I
Wow.
just don't know how and when.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And I just even pray, Lord, if someday you give me the opportunity, the opportunity, the door, Lord, let me have opportunity, can serve my people and my country.
Wow.
Because, I was like, my people, my country, they need gospel. I said like that. And then if you give me opportunity, just let me have,
Right.
let me serve my people and my country.
Yeah.
That's it. And I don't know that the prayer, He's there listening every words.
Yeah.
So, when I pray, I pray and then I go and then, I just enjoying. I sleep. I learned to sleep on the
bamboo
the bamboo.
bamboo
floor.
hut in bamboo
The
hut?
bamboo floor.
There was no bamboo in the mountain, but
There's
it's
no
a
bamboo,
wooden
but it's-
board. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you came back to Jakarta and you settled back into your regular life. And then something happened. There was an event,
Yeah.
a meeting, a series of meetings that took place. Was that after you went to
After.
Papua? Okay.
After.
It was
after.
actually 2 weeks, 3 weeks within each other.
Yeah.
Are
Wow.
you serious?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
That close.
Okay.
That
so-
close,
And then
we didn't realize that.
yeah, we didn't realize. I just came to
This-
my mother-in-law house, and she just told me like, "Hey, Shandy, you need to go to this event. There's some missionary talking about their faith and everything." I was like, "Okay, whatever."
You were there.
Well, so
It's because of him, right?
this is the other side I wanted to include in
Yeah,
this story. And your story was our side. Because Natalie had an idea back in 2007. Why don't we do a camp meeting? We were living on my parents' property in Idaho, 45 acres. We had that space, and we had gone to a number of what we call do-it-yourself camp meetings. They weren't like big camp meetings. They were just put on. They were simple,
Yeah.
but effective. And so we're like, okay, let's try having this camp meeting. And this was 2007. We did the first camp meeting that summer. And even though it wasn't like thousands of people, there was only 300 people. But the Lord moved.
Yeah.
And there's this new concept. Well, it's new to us.
Yeah.
Which is you get excited about the service of Christ.
Yeah.
And you get excited about giving everything to God and trusting Him to take care of you in taking the gospel to those that don't know.
Wow.
Exactly.
And so we said, well, let's do another one. So 2008 we did one, 2009 we did one, and then 2010 we were like, maybe we should take this outside the country. And so we 2009 we got invited to do one in the Philippines.
Oh, Philippines,
Okay.
yeah.
So we did it there, and it was powerful. I'll never forget Saturday night, 10 o'clock at night. Meetings were over, and there was still people in the audience. So I went in and sat next to a guy, and I was like, "Why are you still here?" And the guy's like, "I want more. I want more." And so we're like, "Okay, maybe this is God's teaching that is the time. It's time for this teaching.
Yeah.
It's time for this
Yes.
vision that God can use us and move mightily in each person's life. And it's not just a theory.
Yeah.
It's like He wants to put us in places where where we can test His promises, and say, is God real?
Yeah.
And so we're like, well, let's do one in Indonesia. And there was an Indonesian man here in America that heard about these faith camps and got in touch with us and says, I want this
Oh, that's
message
how-
in Indonesia.
Wow.
And he didn't end up going to Indonesia for these faith camps.
Oh, really?
He's never been to a faith camp.
You just heard online, maybe.
Yeah. And so he organized it. Then there was another young man that was in Philippines. He is
Yeah.
Indonesian.
Yeah.
And he was in the Philippines at a faith camp. And so he sat down with us at the end of that faith camp in the Philippines and says, how can we make this happen in Indonesia? And so all together we came up with this plan.
Oh.
We didn't know anything about it. I'd been to Indonesia in 2007. Loved the country. Because the first 5 years of my life was in New Guinea, and it's the same
Yeah.
latitude,
Yeah.
lots of rain, lots of green,
Different culture.
hot. Just loved it, And so I'm like, yeah, let's do it in Indonesia. And so they arranged it to have it in that big skyrise office building where they had the church. I'd never been to a church in a skyrise business office building. It was unfortunately my wife wasn't there. And so that happened, and that's when we met you guys. We thought, well, we need to take this out and encourage people and stuff. And God just planted seed. It's His work.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If it's His work, then He knows what needs to be done.
That's
He
right,
knows
that's right,
His
yeah.
people, and He knows how it's going to be. And so putting God back in charge of our lives is the best thing we can do.
Yeah.
I know that one of our speakers presented this concept of doing the satellite, which would then reach the people back in Papua.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's a sort that I really realized when I was in Papua that the only tools can reach Indonesia is just only with satellite and aviation.
So
Yeah.
you knew that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, it's just like that is the vision, like it's just only that.
Whoa. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
So before you went to Faith Camp, before this whole satellite thing came out, you thought satellite and aviation was, oh,
Well,
So that's why
we
Ramon
just knew
Ramon
that
go to
they needed
one
television.
to
yeah.
just like no.
Well, gospel television, not.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know. It's just maybe the vision, like understanding from God. Maybe just the only tools, for us to serve this country is just only television. And aviation. And then my mother-in-law like you need to go there because there is a lot of missionary tells the stories, testimony, and everything. And I was like, yeah, whatever, because she always bring me to the event, but it's just
Boring.
it's just
Yeah.
boring.
Same old.
Yeah, same. I was like, okay, but it's because of her. I just go there. Okay.
Did you drag him there, or was he going there anyway?
No, he's also wants to go there, right? And
Yeah, I was just also curious.
Okay.
And then I remember before that Papua trip, I remember that I have a pray and ask him because I see that's changing in him, right? And I was like, I just like tell God like, if you really want me, you need to show me there's a people can live
By faith.
in this
Serious?
kind of modern
Yeah.
world.
Wait. You prayed that before Faith Camp?
Before
Yeah.
So
that,
the reason
because
for
I-
Faith Camp was you.
Yeah, maybe
because
so.
because remember I
God
was
was
like
answering your prayer.
yeah, because like I just like challenge God like, are you really, because I know it's impossible,
Yeah.
it's really impossible. Like I challenging, I
Just
challenge
like, come
God.
on, it's not real.
It's not real, but I
sure.
challenge him. If you really want me, you need to show me there's a bunch of people can live with faith this era. This
Really?
modern era. If you really want me, I was like,
I
I remember when I go to Faith Camp, listening all of the faith story, and I just like, boom,
There's your.
Well, Ramona and Shandy, I hate to cut it off, but our time has come to an end, and I just really appreciate you sharing. And so far in the story, you're at Faith Camp, and you're starting to see God showing you what you had asked for. And so we're going to be coming back with another show, but I thank you for joining us for this one.
thank you.
Praise the Lord. Thank you.
If you would like to help with their mission or get more information, you can contact us at Jesus for Asia, P.O. Box 1221, Collegedale, Tennessee 37315. Call us at 423-413-7321 or visit our website at jesusforasia.org. May God richly bless you until we see you next time on Jesus for Asia Now.